Two Fish Talks.
Hi everybody, welcome to Two Fish Talks. I'm Miss Brooke and this is Ruff, and we're going to read our Bible story today, okay? Let's go. People think Paul and Barnabas are gods. Paul, Barnabas, and John Mark sailed from the island of Cyprus to another land. Then John Mark left to go back to Jerusalem. The other two men stayed in one city more than a week, teaching about Jesus. Many became believers. But the Jewish leaders ran Paul and Barnabas out of town. When the men reached Iconium, they preached in the synagogue. They preached with such power that many Jews and Gentiles believed in Jesus. But the Jews who didn't believe stirred up trouble. They said many evil things about Paul and Barnabas. But Paul and Barnabas stayed there a long time. They were brave as they preached about God's love. God helped them to do many wonderful miracles. Some people believed, but others were against them. At last, the Jews and Gentiles who didn't believe in Jesus formed a mob. They were going to kill Paul and Barnabas by throwing stones at them. When Paul and Barnabas heard about that, they left Iconium and went on to the city of Lystra. There they healed a man with crippled feet. "Stand up," Paul said. The man had never been able to walk, but he stood up and walked. "These men are gods," the crowd shouted. They thought Barnabas was the Greek god Zeus. They thought Paul was the Greek god Hermes. So the priests of the temple of Zeus and the crowd brought oxen and flowers. They were going to give an offering to these two men they thought were gods. Paul and Barnabas were so upset that they tore their clothing. "Don't do this," they shouted. "We are just people like you. We have come with good news about Jesus." But it was hard for Paul and Barnabas to keep the people from giving offerings to them. About that time, some Jews came from other towns where two men had been. They turned the crowds against Paul and Barnabas. Then these people stoned Paul and dragged him out of town. They thought he was dead. But believers stood around Paul. He got up and went back into the city. Then the next day, he and Barnabas left for the town of Derbe. We'll read more tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.